Welcome to the modern day Viking video log. Today's video is called Why Chubby Guys Make Better Lovers. And the reason it's called that is I was sitting on my lunch break at work the other day, having my lunch in front of the computer, brought up my emails, and you know how you get those wonderful articles that pop up at the beginning, and there happened to be one on there that looked like it was straight out of a trash women's magazine called Why Chubby Guys Make Better Lovers. And I was like, it's lunch break, I'm bored, I'll give that a whirl, that should be good for some amusement. I was not disappointed, it was exactly what I expected it was going to be. A whole bunch of really pithy, wishy-washy information written by very poor rate journalism, but it did have one thing on there that got me thinking a little bit. And one of the reasons it said that chubby guys made better lovers was because they have a higher amount of estrogen, which means that having more estrogen than testosterone, so they're holding more body fat, means that they last longer in bed. Now, I found that was a little bit of an interesting approach for a women's magazine to be taking with something, because it doesn't really back up a lot of what our medical information is, because excess estrogen doesn't really delay male orgasm at all. But thinking about it, there are a couple of things which do affect males in that way. And a lot of men, particularly younger gym goers that have started experimenting with PEDs and stuff, probably don't understand how the things that they're taking are affecting the hormone balances in their body and may be causing some of these type of things to happen. Now, yes, you will get an increase in estrogen levels when you're taking testosterone and things like that, because the body will try and maintain an equilibrium and keep the levels at the same amount. So as you're putting more exogenous testosterone in your body will then aromatize some of it to create estrogen, to then increase the levels to try and maintain that level of equilibrium that it's used to. Now, there are other factors that will cause other changes in the body that a lot of guys don't understand. Now, we started these logs, and this is the very first one, to try and teach people who might not necessarily understand exactly what they're doing to themselves before they start doing it, because they haven't done the right research or don't have the right levels of knowledge. I feel this is causing some major issues, particularly as it's becoming more and more of a popular thing for guys to go to the gym and girls to go to the gym, and I'm seeing more and more girls using PEDs as well. Even girls that aren't competing, which is almost, girls using PEDs at all, I find, is very, aside from the very elite, is an incredibly dangerous thing, particularly young girls that haven't had children, don't understand the possible long-term effects or how it's may affect their ability to do that in the future. So with these video logs, obviously, we're not condoning the use of any type of PEDs or any of those substances, particularly not in relation to the gyms that we're working out of here, like PCA that I'm sitting in at the moment. But what we want to do is try and get everyone to think and increase their knowledge a little bit more about what they're doing to their body before they do it. So we're going to start with the subject of this one, which is chubby guys making better lovers, which the knowledge from this, or the idea of this that came from this women's magazine, probably isn't actually talking about estrogen like the article said. It's probably talking more about the effect of prolactin on the male body. Now, prolactin on the male body, which is produced by the pituitary gland, it's a type of luteinizing hormone. It's for basically the production of breast milk. But in relation to the male body, excess levels of prolactin caused by PEDs that cause prolactin buildup, like trenbolone, decadurabolin, so any type of nandrolone-based substance, will cause an increase in prolactin in the male body. Now, the most commonly used term for this would be decadic, referring to the fact that with a high level of prolactin in the male body, the male penis isn't able to achieve the same level of hardness that it does when you don't have a high level of prolactin in the body. It also can cause the effect of not being able to achieve ejaculation. Now, the problem that we're going to find in most guys with these type of things is the younger guys, while they only anecdotally know anything about these type of things, don't understand why this is happening to them, particularly not that now that Trenbolone is becoming a much more popular substance with young gym goers, particularly the festival type crowd, because it's only ever been referred to as Decadic amongst those circles. So they don't know that Trenbolone causes prolactin buildup, usually at a much higher rate, particularly because of the dosages that are being used compared to Nandrolone. So we've got young guys taking high amounts of Trenbolone and other substances, going out to festivals, looking the absolute part. These guys are shredded, little aesthetic Greek Adonises, all of that kind of stuff. But realistically, they're going out and they're catfishing all of these chicks at festivals. We've got girls going home with guys expecting they're going to get the root of their lives, that go back to the guy's place afterwards and end up getting 40 minutes of smashing by a half-hard dick that can't even come in the end, and then blames the chick for it. Now, this is really just, it's disappointing for everybody concerned, because the guy doesn't understand why it's happening to him. The girl is just painful and disappointed, realistically. And if we can get everyone to think a little bit more about these type of things, then all of these type of situations can be completely avoided. So what I'm going to implore everyone to do is, if you do not understand what the potential side effects are of the substances that you are considering taking or are taking, to actually seek some more knowledge about it. There is wealth of information on the internet. Not all of it's entirely accurate, but there are some very accurate sites like Testosterone Nation and stuff where you can get some very, very good information. There are some guys in our industry which have huge amounts of knowledge, and a lot of them are quite happy to share that, even with people that aren't their clients, if you message them. You can seek knowledge from professionals in the industry. Here at the Professional Coaching Academy, we've got a number of coaches which are very, very well versed in these type of things. You can always hit me up through my website or my Facebook page at moderndayviking.com or mdvclothing.com. More than happy to answer any questions about these type of things anytime. Also not charging for these type of things, because where I come from, education should be shared, information should be shared. It's only if you want very specific things that that's a coaching service. We just want to see everyone know a little bit more and everyone be a little bit more knowledgeable to try and dispel a lot of the negative stereotypes that are surrounding our industry now, particularly from people that are uneducated and are doing things the wrong way. So thanks for your time, and we'll have a new subject next week. Thank you.